All right, guys, welcome to Etchin Squad. Uh,
Hola.
me
Hello.
and Zion. She's a guest here today, hopefully to be joined. We got pretty much we drew Star Wars characters with our twist, like we drew ourselves as Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
So here's Zion's. So we're gonna check it out.
Ladies first.
Ladies first, yeah. So talk
Honestly, guys,
about
okay, I've watched the Star Wars movies. I mean, not like some of the recent ones that Disney has made, because I've always heard like hit or miss, like I don't know, opinions on that.
yeah.
And also just because I feel like so many people are like head over heels for Star Wars to even like get into it is like a different can of worms entirely. Like it's intimidating because when you talk to someone about Star Wars, they know like every planet, every race, ecosystem, who's the father, who.
Yeah,
So
we're pretty detailed into Star Wars.
you definitely got like the most, I think, like Pluto of the Star Wars universe. That is me. I'm like somewhere outside of that range, trying to grasp an understanding. Pull me in, but don't, because I'm overwhelmed. But I mean, like of all the Star Wars races, I feel like the one thing that kind of resonated with me was like the Twi'leks. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I think I was just so amused by them because they're just bartenders, and I'm thinking like, so what if we had like a character Twi'lek? Because I don't really feel like they really use their aliens much anymore. At least I don't really notice them in the current movies. If you had like a bartender that knew the Force but just didn't do anything with it, just because it's like, I don't know, you just make money and you run a bar. Like, who even wants to get involved? Why not just make money off of people's pain? You know,
I
like
mean,
dang, the planet got blew up.
a lot of the Jedi's ended up hiding, so she could have been like a survivor hiding, you know?
Yeah, or like a cage dancer.
So what are the creatures called? They're called Twi'lekses?
Yeah, it was like a TWI dash lick.
Okay. So you made your own character?
Yeah, I just went off of that because I was like, I don't know, I feel like those were always the coolest looking ones.
That's so sad.
The main series had a couple of these, like in Jabba's palace, like in the bar, like you said. They were in a lot of like shady places. They had them shady hangouts. That's what they
Not
hang.
the most respectable ones.
But weren't there some that were Jedi too?
Yeah, there was. I think there was like a couple of Jedi's that were the same, like same race.
Mm-hmm. And like I saw a few of like the alien races and like the Clone Wars, like only when I was watching like Disney XD and you'd see it on like the commercials. But that's all I'm familiar with.
Uh, okay. I was gonna ask what's this program that y'all use because y'all both use the same program.
I use Sketchbook Pro, so
Yeah, I use Sketchbook Pro too.
I was always jealous of those that could use Procreate because I'm like, I don't have an iPad, I can't use that. And like, I feel like so many professionals use it.
I
I
don't
mean,
know. I'm starting to transition out of it.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people use a lot of stuff. I mean, I'd say use what you feel comfortable with.
Mm-hmm. It's just as long as it doesn't have like too many, like I don't know. It's like if you compare it to Photoshop, then it's like I don't know. I feel like this is nice and simple and easy to manage. I mean, one of these days I like to learn Photoshop, but I don't know. It's just that's a different can of worms entirely. I'm just doing this for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sketchbook is pretty easy, like user friendly, I think.
Mm.
In comparison to a lot of programs like Photoshop and even Procreates is it's fairly easy as like user friendly. Not easy, but like to navigate and whatnot. Like I think this
Mm-hmm.
one is the most easy to navigate. That's why I like to
Yeah,
use.
I agree.
Yeah, I want to start using Clip Studios for my comic books because it's easier to do like panels and text and stuff. But
Mm.
Create is like super easy to draw with. But all the other stuff, not so much at all. So,
Yeah.
can you animate with this program?
I guess you could. I mean, I guess it just depends if you're up for drawing it. But like, I don't know. Like, I've seen so many like anime artists, I think, use anything other than Sketchbook, unfortunately. So I don't know, because they make theirs like glow and they put all these layers to it, and their hair is like so detailed. I'm like, man, I know I ain't doing any of that stuff.
I think you can do some of that stuff with Sketchbook. It's just it's not as easy as some of the other programs. I mean, it kind of is and it kind of isn't. You just kind of have to learn the little tricks to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's to any program, really. The longer you use it, the better you become with it.
I suppose it's true.
But I do like this face. I love the face. I love the little stuff that you put around the face.
Thank
It
you.
looks nice.
Yeah, because I noticed like they always put like headdresses with them, probably just to, I guess, devoid attention from the fact they have like human ears, you know, like however you're trying to like make
Yeah.
up people. So I'm like, okay, headdress to like cover the seams of like the headdress itself or like the tails. I don't know. Now I'm just thinking about the functionality. Like, I'd love to see some like makeup tutorials on how they even like make a person look like this. I think that'd be fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
So what'd you end up doing for the background?
Background, oh my god, I didn't do anything. I just left it as was. I was like, I don't know, I feel like settings is so like out of my field or like area of expertise that, or like the times that I have done backgrounds, like they just weren't good. They were not good. So I'm like, I'm just gonna leave you as a sketch, and that's gonna be it.
So like, how would you describe your style? Because you definitely have a distinctive style with your artwork, and I just heard you talk about like anime. So like, are you trying to go for an anime style or like something like that?
I mean, I kind of try not to do too anime just because I think of like all the people that have like, I guess like traveled down that path. They always end up with this middle school looking George Washington. Like, I don't know if you've seen like anime George Washington posts.
That's blocking.
Anyway, that's, you know, just I think if anything, I like the kindness that anime is, just like the softer features and maybe the more fluid of movements. But I still like the detail of a face, I guess. Or like if I were to like do it, I'd still like it to stay true to like human features. Like I want someone with a big nose or like a freaking ostrich nose. Or like I guess something that's more human-esque. Because I mean, not to say anime doesn't do that, but at some point you have like a different range of like, oh, this is kind of like Studio Ghibli, like this is realistic and kind, and then you get into like big eyes, big boobs, and like there's no return from that. So I don't know. I guess I don't. I think I just wanted to find like the medium of like this is pleasing to look at, but also still very, I guess, practical. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, I think your style is more like a graphic novel. Like it looks like the people. Like it's not exaggerated. It's kind of like this is what they look like. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's stylesque. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to Carlos's. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one.
That background was like tripping me out. I was like, what is that?
What, the thing you're saying right now?
Yeah.
So Carlos, take us through your process here, sir.
So I went for like a Ralph Steadman kind of fear and loathing thing. I was I did this like in the middle of the night, and I was trying not to do anything like I didn't do like the outlines that we talked about last time. I just did something wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I ended up like fixing up a lot of it too. Just because that's kind of what ended up happening, I guess. I don't know.
And what I like about yours is like it kind of reminds me of like Hellboy. Maybe it's the joint, maybe it's the smoke and guns. Like it's just very like I guess masculine, but like in such a way where it's like, man, I love this shit. Like give me more of it.
I haven't read Hellboy actually. I've seen the artwork. Do y'all know Ralph Steadman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me about it last time.
his birds and stuff. I tried to throw that in there, but I took it out later.
He's out here shooting birds.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be bats. Actually, is what he calls them. Plus, like this is more like desert. I changed the background later, but initially I wanted it to look like Tatooine / Las Vegas or something.
Yeah, it's still deserty. I feel you, dude. It's like when I'm watching this, it's like a drastic change, and normally like you would lay out like your body, so like
Yeah.
it'd be laid out before you even get to this color. But you started like splashing stuff, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. That's actually more how I do stuff whenever like there's no money involved and I'm just drawing for fun.
Yeah.
So after working in retail for so long, I kind of jump at any opportunity to be abstract. But then like his proportions on here, I was just like not liking them because I think I'm just too used to making it look realistic. I don't know.
Honestly, I think they look fine right now.
Shit.
Yeah.
And with you starting like with color, I feel like it almost develops faster. Like it's almost like you can see the picture develop into what it needs to be, like so much more than if you were to do like the sketch first. Because I don't know, I feel like you get more of the personality and the ambiance starting with how you did with like setting and then like the general splotches. And so it goes at a faster rate, it feels like.
Yeah. I guess it just depends on what you're going for.
Mm.
I was definitely going for something kind of like
Far out. Like
what's up?
trippy. Like you were trying to go for like this trip, this like active trip kind of thing.
Yeah. And then I got really into like all the details of things. I don't know.
Yeah, see, you're rearranging this gun like several times.
Yeah, and that's like in real time. I was really like, why isn't it working?
You said, I hate these legs. We're going to do another set.
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, it was just like
a couple sets, bro.
more than a couple. And like, it's like disappear. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But it was fun. I was just listening to music and shit like that.
Nah, it looks cool, dude. Like it looks it looks very dynamic.
Thanks.
Yeah.
See, like,
and I love the contrast of the black to white. Like he just goes so heavy with the shading and it just makes it look so clean.
So how'd you get these glows, Carlos?
Yeah, that was Procreate. So like that's one cool thing about Procreate is they have like all these cool brushes. So that's how I got the paint splatters and like the luminant kind of effect. So
I see. These glows. I like them from these lasers.
yeah, and then the way it actually ended up, I used them more for like lasers in space kind of shit. Yo.
So did you like develop a story around him that's kind of suited to you?
I don't think I did. I mean, I was just drawing myself as Boba Fett, and then like, I mean, his helmet came off a little bit. He's smoking. He's just out there living his best life.
Yeah, out there reliving it all, right? It's like I'm not dead.
Oh, his Adam's apple. Y'all haven't brought that up.
Yeah.
You went in on him. He got broke neck.
He
like Dr. Seuss like elbow and shit.
It looked like one of Dr. Seuss's trees. No, just
Yep. Oh, and then the teeth are all like, I don't know. I was just trying different things.
no, but I see where she says like it does look like Hellboy, like because I guess the chin is really that massive chin you gave him.
Okay. You know, I thought it kind of looked like a Gorilla's character at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. See this right here looks clean. I like this.
Yeah. The laser shooting through his cape. I love it.
That laser is clean.
Thanks, guys. So, yeah.
All right. So we got mine's next. Okay.
Sketchbook.
So I
So
was using Sketchbook here, and I kind of cheated this one. Uh, I didn't really draw a person per se, but I mean, I myself per se, I kind of just drew Luke Skywalker when he's like in the Dagobah system when he's going to meet Yoda for the first time.
yeah,
And there's a scene in the movie where he like sees Darth Vader while he's like training, and
okay,
when he fights Darth Vader, he cuts his helmet off, and it's him. Like he will eventually become the darkness.
yeah,
And I always like since I was younger, that always resonated with me, and I kind of just wanted to make a picture
yeah,
about that in a sense. So this is like foreshadowing like what Luke will become. And since we were doing ourselves, instead of drawing like a lighter complected hand, since I'm a little darker, so I decided to draw it like dark complected. So that's where I put myself in.
I like the camera a lot because it's like it's a lot of storytelling in a way. Um, and it's dope.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think I erased it a couple of times, so don't get too used to it. I didn't really I like the idea of this, but the execution I don't like at all. It's,
Really?
yeah, I think I could have done it a little bit better, but I mean, I kind of just had. I felt like I just had to do it, like just get it over with in a sense. Because
Oh, okay.
you see me open, I'm doing the arm again, and then I'm like, oh, let me do it again, and I think you do it one more time. Like I wasn't really satisfied on the reflection, so I kind of had to fudge it. I feel,
That's just
Yeah.
feel like I don't know.
huh?
That's just been how I draw lately is like a lot of rough drafts, like or I'll get focused on one detail and draw that like 10 times.
I just, I really like the story that you put behind this, just because it's like, I don't know, I feel like you're doing such a solid like art piece. The fact that you're doing like the reflection in the water, and like then suddenly you find yourself in this position of like, you know, having this battle of fate for you, against, I guess, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just nice. Like, I don't know. I feel like you really like put your effort into it, and like, I don't know, I see yourself in it already, like from the sketch, and like you already saw like such a clear vision, like here you are in reflection to yourself of how you're gonna be better, how you're gonna go about your life. Like, I just like it. Maybe it's not that deep, but it feels that deep.
Well, thanks. I mean, I didn't think I would be that it would be that deep, since he's standing in such shallow water here. But I
Have
mean,
you seen Empire Strikes Back, Zion?
yeah.
Do what?
Have you seen the movie Empire Strikes Back?
Okay, so what happens in it? And then I'll say if I've seen it.
Um, Luke gets his hand cut off at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, I've seen that one.
Okay, so yeah, that's this.
Yeah.
Well, the significance of him having his hand cut off is that his father is all robot, and like that can soon be him. It's like even more real because he doesn't have a hand. He's already becoming cold and callous instead of being
Mm,
like a human and having human features in his hand. It's like it's just a little symbolic, something that
yeah.
they throw in there to actually make it like a little deeper than it is.
Mm.
It's cool.
But I don't think I think he what hand does Luke have the it's the opposite hand, right?
Uh,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, dude. It might be the opposite hand. But if it is,
and then in the reflection, yeah, he's got the green sword because that's what ends up happening. He doesn't go bad. He just becomes like wiser.
yeah, yeah. He fights him with the green one in the last.
Yo, did you see the Mandalorian season finale?
Oh, he comes back, bro.
I heard about it. I
Spoiler.
want
Yeah, I've seen it, but there's, people probably haven't.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Yeah,
His face was weird.
we'll put a spoiler alert before it actually happens.
Nah,
Nah, I think people should be fine.
Nothing has been out long enough. I mean, hopefully.
Nah,
People are pretty fast to talk.
yeah. So I didn't know what to do for the actual background. Like I was like more focused on the guy and the water, and then I was like halfway. I was like, "Fuck, what about the background?" So I kind of just fudged it a little. You
that
know,
kind of seems to be a common theme. Like everybody just draws the thing. They're like, oh shit,
we
background.
we got to fudge it.
Background's important. We can just hire someone else for it. I mean, I guess we split up that profession.
Yeah.
Put some watercolor on it.
I mean, I think as far as character design goes, like adding a background, that's just kind of optional, unless
Mhm.
it's part of the prompt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
I
that's
just did it because I had to. I mean, I felt like I had to put it.
it looks like the Dagobah system to me.
Yeah, that's what I felt. I was like, let's just get it there. You know what I'm saying? You'll be fine.
We ain't getting paid for this.
So what I did here was like when I did the blue on it over again,
That's
I,
cool.
I changed there's like a button you can change and like from normal to like glow, and you just
Mm.
you just push glow, and it'll create like a glow to it. But you have to have like one color on top of another color.
I like that.
No.
That looks really clean on your pant leg. The way the light was.
Yeah, I didn't know if I went overboard with it, but I guess I did the right amount.
That was good shit.
So that was us as Star Wars characters with the twist. Um, we'll be back with some more drawing for you. You know, check y'all guys later.
Bye.
Okay. Let me stop recording it first.